We begin with that deadly school shooting in St. Louis, Missouri, where a gunman entered and fired shots inside Central Visual and Performing Arts High School. Law enforcement now confirming that the suspect was apprehended and is now dead. Authorities still investigating the shooter's connection to the school, and among the victims, a teenage girl and an adult woman. Joining us now for the latest, former NYPD chief of detectives and ABC News contributor Bob Boyce. So, Bob, police received this call for an active shooting around 9:10 local time. Officers arrived within a couple of minutes. What do you think about the response? I mean, this was quite a difference from what we saw in Uvalde.
It is a very dramatic difference, and we see that everything worked here, yet we still had tragedy. He was able to get into the building, even though they knew he was trying. So that has to be determined how this shooter got in. But they responded quickly and they ended the threat, yet 2 people still died. What's key here, I see, Kira, is that they were able to close all the doors. They were in lockdown. The principal did a great job, the staff. They saw it coming and were able to get it done. So they probably saved a lot of lives. He had a long arm, so we don't know what kind of rifle he had yet.
There was a local reporter there on the ground that did get some sound. Authorities say they're still investigating the background of this shooter, why he might have done this. If indeed, we still don't know if he went to this school, if he was going after this woman and this teenage girl specifically. Let's take a listen to what some of these students that were able to survive the shooting told this reporter.
I want counseling because it's like I seen my friend have all blood on her hand, and it was like she seen the shooter, and the shooter came to her and said, "You ready to die?" And just see her just screaming and crying, and it was just hurt me, and we all was just real scared.
I'm not going back to school. I think as of right now, I'm not going back to school. I can't do it. I'm traumatized. I'm gonna just go home, woosah, fix myself, because it's too much. It's too much for teenagers to be going through.
Yeah, and we've seen far too many of these school shootings even this year, Bob. So the first student said that her friend came face to face with this shooter, and he said to her, "Are you ready to die?" But he didn't shoot her. What does this tell you? Do you think he was going after his victims specifically, or she just got lucky?
I think she really got lucky here. We'll never know because he's gone. What was in his head that time, why he let her live. And it's important to understand. Perhaps she pleaded and appealed to him in some fashion. Why he went in there, all these things will be developed in the coming hours. We'll see if they have a car there. I heard they do, his car. So they should have him ID'd by now. But just then they have to go through the process of going to his home, making sure it's not booby-trapped, his car's not booby-trapped. There's a lot of work here to be done, how he defeated that door. The thing here is the protocols work across the country for the most part, with very few failures, such as Uvalde. But the big thing here is that we're not stopping them. They continue to happen, and that's the issue.
And also, too, he got into the school. This raises, again, the question of how much do we protect our schools? What do we need to do? How much action should we take? Every community is different. Every school is different. What are your thoughts when, once again, you're hearing that this shooter got inside that school?
And that's the problem part, right? I can see right now the doors were locked. Did someone let him in accidentally? Did he knock on another door? Is that how he got in? Students are not aware of this. Not everybody in the building is on point with safety. Did someone just open the door? Did a staff member? We don't know yet. We'll find out. There's video throughout the school, from what I understand, and we should be able to determine where he got in. I think the big thing is there was an early identification of this man, and they put it over, from what I understand, put it over the PA, and we were able to lock those doors, something that didn't happen in Uvalde. So we see this is some degree of more professionalism in the school district that we saw down in Uvalde, which is good. However, we don't know what we don't know right now. So in the coming hours, we'll try to figure out more and more exactly what his social media stuff was, what he was putting out, what his issues were. We don't know, but we will find out. The thing is now the protocols worked, but they don't work well enough, and that's the issue.
And we'll stay on top of it and, of course, bring forward all new information as we get it. Bob Boyce, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.